Welcome back to Plot Unknown, everyone. My name is Melissa.
My name's Luke.
And you are listening to the episode Q is for Quiz Show.
Quiz show, okay.
Yeah. My mom suggested this. This is not a movie that I have seen. Because I've never seen any movies that start with the letter Q. So we're going with the movie Quiz Show. I think it's won a couple of awards.
That's cool with me.
Couldn't tell you. I never heard of it before.
Yeah.
So I hope it's good.
Me too. Happy New Year, everybody.
Oh yeah, Happy New Year, guys. It's now 2019.
Yep, we took a week off because I was dead for a couple days.
You're still dead, but
I still am dead, but we got to push something out.
But you're a zombie now, so it works.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm undead.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get sick soon, so let's pump these suckers out.
We're trying to bust all these hoes out.
Bust what hoes? The sickness?
Yeah.
We're down with the sickness right now.
Yep. Yep.
Was that
all
it?
right. So, quiz show.
So I know that I haven't seen it, but I'm still just gonna make Luke do the plot because I know the plot now because I read it, but you don't.
I don't. I have no idea. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else.
No, man. Let's get this ball rolling.
Yeah, let's get the ball rolling.
I'm trying to watch a movie about a quiz show.
Tell them what we do here while I get ready.
Okay. So, once again, our podcast is called Plot Unknown for the sole reason that we do not know the plots of these movies. Well, one of us doesn't. So, every week we switch off. So, this week, for instance, is Luke's turn. So, I picked a movie that Luke has not seen, and he is going to write a plot about the movie based on any prior knowledge he would have. And essentially just the name of the movie, because I don't know any of the actors in this movie. I didn't even look. I'm sure I'll know someone, but and so he takes 10 minutes. Nope, that's not true. He takes 5 minutes, sometimes longer, just depends, to write a plot about what he thinks it's about, and then we're gonna read it, and we're gonna watch the movie. We're gonna come back, and then he's gonna kind of go over his plot and see what he got. I can't fucking talk. Holy crap. He's going to see what he got right, what he got wrong, which is probably most of it. And then we're going to talk about the movie and like what we liked, what we didn't like, our overall rating of the movie, and if we would like recommend it to any of our friends. Cause I think that's pretty important cause some movies suck.
I mean, that's like everybody's rating, I guess, is subjective, but
would you recommend
if you would recommend it to your friend, that's really telling about the movie.
Yeah, agreed. Alrighty, so Luke's gonna write his plot, and we'll be back from that.
Yeah, just an FYI, if you hear a bunch of thudding, we have some like construction going on below us, so it might be. I don't know if you can hear it, but if you can,
sorry,
it's not my fault.
It's not our fault. Sorry. Bye.
All right, enjoy this first clip.
I would give almost anything I have to reverse the course of my life in the last year. The past doesn't change for anyone. But at least I can learn from the past. I've learned a lot about life. I've learned a lot about myself. And about the responsibilities any man has to his fellow men. I've learned a lot about good and evil. They're not always what they appear to be.
Now are you ready?
Okay, everybody.
Okay.
I've got a plot.
I want to hear the plot.
And I want you all to listen to it.
Also, wait.
What?
Besides the thudding from the apartment, you might also hear some jingling because we have a cat in our presence that has a collar that has a bell on it.
Yeah.
So she's
just
jingling.
be
Oh,
aware.
hello. Oh, my goodness.
All right.
Give us some
show.
ASMR hello.
No.
No?
Quiz show.
Okay, quiz show. What's it about?
In the 1970s, I just want to preface this with I'm not going to get any of this right.
Okay.
In the 1970s, a game show is being run where the winner gets $1 million.
Okay.
And the losers die.
Oh, no. Okay.
Our protagonist is a 21-year-old college girl, unnamed because I couldn't think of a name,
Great.
who hears about the show before it airs, meaning that nobody knows like the whole gist of the show. They just know that the winner gets $1 million.
Okay.
And she decides to try it out because $1 million is a lot of damn money.
So they don't know that they're supposed to die?
No.
Okay.
Which, that kind of seems illegal. in two ways. A, you probably can't kill people for TV.
Probably.
And B, you probably have to tell people you're going to kill them for TV if they're going to join.
You sound dumb. Keep going.
But whatever. So she spends her time training for quiz show, because that's the name of the show.
It's just called quiz
Real
show?
original.
Okay, cool.
And becomes confident that she can go pretty far. Because what's the worst that can happen if she doesn't, you know?
Exactly. She just go home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wrong.
Shooting day comes, and she's surprised to see herself competing against real scientists and professors in established minds. So, like...
Established minds?
Yeah, like people who are smart.
Okay.
Not just college kids.
Okay.
But again, what's the worst that can happen?
Mm-hmm.
As the show begins, the first round starts. It's a simple Jeopardy-like game.
Okay.
Like, think Jeopardy, but you pretty much every time you get a wrong answer, you die. I don't know the logistics of it. I just know you die at some point.
Okay.
As the game goes on, and the first contestant, an English professor, finds herself about to lose, the host reveals that the penalty for losing is death. Shocked, the contestants start to really amp up their game, but to no avail, the English professor loses and is killed.
Okay.
Our protagonist struggles to keep up with her competition, but as time goes on, she gets luckier and luckier and manages to somehow make it to the final round. All other contestants have been killed, and only a lowly middle school teacher stands in the way between her and $1 million. Thankfully, the last round is about our protagonist's major, so she knows a lot about it.
Okay.
So she's a shoo-in. However, when she has the teacher on the ropes, the teacher reveals that she has 2 daughters at home and a husband who can't provide who doesn't make enough money to provide for her kids.
Sounds like his fault.
There's a whole generation that is counting on her.
Oh.
Because she's a teacher and
Yeah.
has kids. Struggling with her morals, the college girl forfeits and kills herself in sacrifice for the middle school teacher.
Wow.
Years go by, and that middle school teacher has opened a new school in the name of the contestant that gave her life for her.
Luke.
That's a pretty damn good plot, if I do
Damn.
say so myself.
Holy crap.
I shouldn't go to school. I should be a screenwriter.
Bro, what a turn of events.
That's a pretty good plot,
That was a
right?
brilliant plot.
I don't think it's going to be right, but that's a pretty damn good plot.
I truly have no idea. I've never seen this movie, but that is amazing.
Yeah.
And wow, that is the best plot you've ever written.
Thank you.
That was
I
good.
think that this show isn't for fun anymore. It's just a resume to get me hired as a writer.
Yeah,
That's
oh my
all
God.
it is.
Yeah, please hire Luke.
Let me write a movie for you.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
I'll
I
fucking
don't
do
care.
it.
You just go look at all of the episodes I've written. They're all pretty good.
Yeah. This one was very in depth too. It wasn't like general. It was like very
Yeah, well,
specific.
I had like hearing the words quiz show is in my mind like that it's gonna, again, I don't think I'm right, but it's gonna be about some sort of game show, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
And the first direction I went is like, okay, well, what's the most, if you're in Hollywood and you're like, all right, for some reason we want to make a show about a quiz, or we want to make a movie about
show,
like
kinda.
a game show.
Yeah.
What's the most interesting way you can make that? Make it a horror movie. Make the contestants die. What else is it?
Has there ever been a movie like that?
I'm sure.
It's a good idea.
I took some of the inspiration. So we've never kind of gone over where we get the inspiration for our plots and stuff like that. But like, so some of the stuff with like her giving her life or whatever, kind of came to me from Circle. I don't think you've ever seen that movie, but
I haven't.
It's on Netflix. Basically, there's like 100 people in a room, and they all have to vote on who dies. And if they don't, then someone random dies. And at the end, this pregnant lady, and this dude are the last ones, and this kid are the last ones left. And the dude is like, all right, let's vote for vote for me. I'll die. And then, like you guys can figure it out or whatever. Mm-hmm. But he like tricks them and makes her vote for the pregnant lady. Pregnant lady dies, and then like he wins or whatever. But I kind of got like the whole part before that where he's like, listen, like there's, you have a generation coming and all that kind of stuff that kind of made me think this is dumb.
Okay.
I don't know why I talked about that.
I don't either, but I understand.
Well, let's watch the movie.
Okay.
And let's see how wrong I am.
Maybe. Hey, even if you're wrong, you did a great job.
Yeah, I think
you get the participation trophy.
Yeah, we talk a lot about our plans for like the end of season shows. I think we should have awards, and I think this should get best plot.
Okay.
Okay, it's
All right.
decided.
Okay. Already? The season's not even done yet.
Yeah.
Best plot.
All right. Everybody, enjoy this other clip.
Yeah, so roll a clip.
Roll that clip.
Roll the clip.
Statement of yours took me a bit by surprise.
I know. We had a deal.
I asked myself, why would he make a statement like that? He knows I'll come after him. But then it occurred to me. He knows I'll come after him.
I can't decide if you think too much of me or too little.
Charlie, I want to think the best of you. Everyone does.
Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed that little clip. We've returned to you with some more knowledge on the movie.
Yeah, we had no knowledge before it.
We do now.
I had never even heard of this movie until I'm struggling until I had to look for a movie that started with a Q.
Yeah, but now we've heard of it and watched it.
Yeah.
So Melissa's going to give you a little...
I have a summary from... You done? IMDb. I have a summary from there. From the user Tim Horrigan. I have his email address too if you guys want to email him. Why did he put his email address? Oh, he's in the army and the military. An idealistic young lawyer working for a congressional... Please kill me. Cut this out. Okay. Starting again. An idealistic young lawyer working for a congressional subcommittee in the late 1950s discovers that TV quiz shows are being fixed. His investigation focuses on two contestants of the TV show 21, Herbert Stemple, a brash working-class Jew from Queens, and Charles Van Doren, the patrician scion of one of America's leading literary families. And it's based on a true story.
Yeah, I was going to say, so going into this movie, Melissa and I didn't know that it was based on a true story. Huh?
I knew it was.
You knew it was?
Yeah, I looked up the plot before we watched it.
Oh, I had no idea it was
yeah, like this
based on
was
a true story.
literally a quiz show in the 1950s. Like these people were real. Like this happened.
Yeah, going in, I don't know. I didn't think it was gonna be.
Quiz shows went out for a while. Like you don't even really see quiz shows anymore. They're not like quiz shows. They're like game shows. They're not like
quiz
now.
Shows against one another.
Yeah, they're mostly just like game shows or like
do you want to be a millionaire
or like luck shows and
are
stuff
you
like
smarter
that.
than a fifth grader?
Yeah, but none of them are like quiz shows really.
Yeah. Well, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader is a quiz show.
Well, yeah, I guess, but is that still around? No.
Is Jeff Foxworthy still around?
I think so.
They
did before that. I did see what. Stop. I was looking about like the original show, and it actually did come back for a season in 2000. And you know who hosted it?
Who?
Maury Povich.
Maury Povich.
Yeah.
I love Maury.
Yeah. Thought that was kind of funny.
He made that show. He hosted that show with integrity.
Maybe. What?
I wonder what happened to Charles. Never mind.
Van
Okay,
Doren.
let's talk about my
There was
plot.
a sequence at the end that told us what
Yeah,
happened
but I
to
mean
them.
like current time. Like I wonder what he's doing now.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe dead.
So my plot actually, I think, wasn't as bad as I expected, because there was a quiz show.
I mean, okay.
Outside of that, nothing.
You got quiz show because the title is quiz show, not from.
Am I getting a 0?
I'll give you a 1, but dude, you were. I don't even know if I want to do that. You were completely wrong. You thought it was a horror movie.
I did. Are you gonna give me a 0?
I want to.
I think I probably deserve a 0.
Okay, cool.
Because we've already said that we don't count like the stuff you know from the name or that you know prior.
Yeah, that's just not fair. Like you obviously didn't know anything about this. It was a fantastic plot, though. It was like the past few times we've, except for last week, Paddington. The past few times we've like done these plots, they've been like hard zeros, but they've all been pretty good plots.
Yeah.
We
I
tried.
think they've been hard zeros for a while.
No, we were like off on some ones and twos, and then we just, for the past like 3 weeks, there've been zeros, except for Paddington.
Yeah. Paddington, yeah.
But that was filmed in October, and it's now January, so.
Mm-hmm. So,
we were better back then.
wow, quiz show. Pretty good.
Yeah. I just like...
You got a yeah?
No. I liked it. I liked it a lot, and I thought it told an interesting story, but it was like very meh. It was just kind
long.
It was long. It was 2 hours, and it was just like kind of boring. Like, how do you make a movie about fixing quiz shows like exciting?
Yeah, I get that. I think that the first, probably the first half hour, maybe really probably hour, like the first half of the movie was pretty boring.
Yeah.
And then I thought that the last half, when everything with the investigation started to kind of ramp up, I thought that stuff was
interesting,
where it was getting better.
Yeah. This was oh, by the way, it came out in 1994. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Nice. What's it got on Rotten Tomatoes?
A 96.
Wow.
I think the reason that, like, because again, like, my mom had mentioned this movie because I was struggling to try and find a movie with the Q. I'm pretty sure this won like
Maybe Best Picture.
Yeah, something. Hold on, quiz show awards.
Well, Melissa finds that. So I mean, I did enjoy this movie. I thought it was really good. I was like desperately searching for a lot of artistic stuff in this movie, but I felt like I couldn't find a lot, right? Like, it was shot really well. All the shots were pretty, but I didn't find a lot of, like, you know, this means something in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, because I think that's because it was based on a true story. So
I
it
agree.
wasn't going to do a bunch of like little things.
Yeah, I think the closest I came to finding something like that was like, what's his name, Enright and Al, like the two studio guys. They are always wearing like dark colors of some sort.
Yeah, but I mean,
But
they're
I mean,
businessmen.
even then, like, that's probably just that.
Yeah, I
you know?
mean, you can't wear like a bright colored suit
Yeah, so I think
on your TV day job.
you know, it's like, it's hard because because we listened to Paddington 2, and I was like, man,
We talked a lot about.
we talked a lot
Yeah,
because that movie was so easy to talk about. But
Yeah.
this one I feel is it's a true story. You know, it's
Exactly,
hard
there's-
to find a bunch
sorry.
of artistic stuff.
there's not a lot of like underlying meanings or anything because it's a true story. It's based off a true story, so they're gonna try and go by like the story about what happened.
Yeah.
So you can't find like that much symbolism because like that doesn't like necessarily happen in real life, you know?
Yeah, we had a similar problem with Fargo and another one.
Yeah.
What was the other true story we watched?
I don't remember. But you're right. That's why I didn't really like Fargo that much. It was just fucking boring. And like it's weird what they like take stories of and make them movies. Like, I really like the idea of quiz show, but I just like, and I don't know, I really liked it. And I think it was cast really well. The guy that played Goodwin, though, his voice kind of annoyed me. It was weird, you know what I'm talking about? It was just kind of weird.
You just had a very Brooklyn.
That might be how that guy actually talked, though. Goodwin. And maybe he was just like, because he was like slurring his words the entire time. I guess that's probably how he talked. But anyway, no, they quiz show was nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars. Didn't win. The only thing they won was the BAFTA Film Award for Best Screenplay.
Nice.
Yeah, good for them. But it was nominated, so I mean that's pretty fucking
I think
cool.
it's deservingly nominated.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it was a really good movie.
It was, I mean, at least to me, it was just kind of meh, because it was just kind of dragged on for 2 hours, but it was very beautifully shot. Like, the scenes, like, the very beginning scene when Who was that? Was that Goodwin looking for the cars? It was.
Yeah.
It was Goodwin, and he was in a Chrysler dealership looking at like one of the newest models, and it was such a beautiful scene. It was like this white Chrysler car. I don't remember what kind of car it was, but they were like the guy was like essentially just like giving him a tour of the car, and it was shot so well, and the lighting was so nice, and it was just it really set the movie on a high note, and then. Yeah, just kind of plateaued.
Yeah,
I guess I don't know. I think it was like nicely like shot and directed the entire movie.
I think it was really well acted too.
It was. I just don't think that the story itself is good enough to be a movie.
I think that's fair. I think like for me, I think
opinion.
that I enjoyed this movie, and I think that it's made really well.
It is.
But I think that
I can see why it was nominated.
It kind of was a little bit too long.
Yeah.
And like I'm not saying I want like an hour long action movie, you know.
Yeah.
I'm totally fine with long thought provoking movie, but
this wasn't
there were
thought
just
provoking.
so many parts that you know, I just felt dragged on.
Yeah. I mean, we paused the movie. we were thinking about going to get snacks, and we paused the movie, and we had only been watching it for an hour. There was still a full hour left of that movie. I was like, God, so long. And it would be different if it was like super interesting and like packed full of action. And I don't mean like physical action, just like interesting things happening throughout the movie. But it just kind of wasn't. I mean, to me, I mean, I don't know. I thought it was interesting. I like the idea of it. And it's an interesting, like, idea, because that should happen.
Yeah. I almost like it more. I almost would have liked it more if it was, like, a fiction movie. And if it was just kind of based on those events. And they took different turns and stuff like that. Because,
like, loosely based off of it.
Yeah. And, like, kept pretty much everything the same, but just took a different course towards the end, because the ending is so like, I don't want to say apathetic, but it's just kind of like meaningless, right? Because nothing gets done with the subcommittee, and Charles just is sad and doesn't really get to do anything else with his life. Yeah.
I think the ending tells I mean, it is kind of just nothing really happens, but I think it tells a really good story about how like whoa, did you hear my throat? Goodwin, or some guy, I don't know if it was like an essential character, but he came up to Goodwin and was like, "You got Van Doren," and he was like, "Yeah, but I was trying to get the television. I wasn't trying to get him as a person. I was trying to get like TV and what they're doing and how it's wrong." And they just didn't really care. Fucking Enright was on the stand, and he was just like, I mean,
he was
like
throwing himself under the bus.
Yeah, but
he
like,
knew he would get a job in TV.
Still,
which he did.
Yeah, they went on to be millionaires, Enright and the other guy. And even though they literally like said like they were like faking it, but again, like I see in the story, not like specifically like the movie itself, but in the story, like I see why it wasn't that big of a deal. Like, yeah, it was fixed, but it wasn't hurting anybody really. And I mean, I guess it kind of hurt Stemple.
I can see what they're talking about in that
because it's entertainment. Yeah.
But there's also a point to be had where it's deceptive. Because
it's absolutely.
If you were just like, if it was just a non-live TV show that wasn't for money and it was a storyline, then that's different. But it's like you're deceiving these people, and there's a real prize that goes along with it. Because those, like, Charles and the Jewish guy, Stemple made money from that.
Yeah,
TV show.
They still got the money. Yeah,
but in Stemple's case, he gave it all to a dude who went down to Florida and ran away. But
so he didn't get any money.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, it's just I get that. Yeah, it is very like deceiving. But again, it is entertainment, and it wasn't really like, it's not like it's doing harm. It's not like, I mean, I don't know if that, is it illegal? I mean, I know obviously they took it to court, but I don't know if that's like illegal, because like you're not like,
I think
everybody
it is now.
was in on
it.
It
was at that time.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well,
I think that's kind of what this whole movie is about, is because at the time TV was such like uncharted territory that they needed to figure out what was right and what was wrong.
Yeah, I think you're right. I remember this is kind of a little bit off the topic, but when I was in my my what is it, criminal and deviant behavior class, we were talking about the evolution of television and what you could get away with, and it really just started off with like no one really knew what you could do on television. Like you kind of just had to like try things, and if it didn't go well, then you don't do it, and then etc. And then how it went on to being like you can't say certain things, you can't do certain things, you can't show certain things. I feel like it's all kind of gone up and down, because nowadays, I mean, we have a lot of restrictions
For what you can and can't say,
on television,
show.
yeah. But now it's going back to you can say things, because now on FX you can say fuck, which you don't say.
I think part of that is also on Netflix and HBO. You can do whatever you want.
That's true. We have the
and
streaming
Hulu
services
and stuff
now,
like that.
because it's
Like,
not television. I mean, it's their
it's-
own company.
Yeah, it's kind of changing the way that TV has to think about itself.
Yeah, so now I guess because they're rivaling with those streaming networks, like they are like, let's try to do something like they're doing. Like let's try and see if we can put in more cuss words and show some more ass.
Yeah, and I don't think you'll ever see anything like rigging quiz shows again. I don't know if that kind of stuff actually still happens. But assuming it doesn't, like, I don't think you'll ever see anything like that again. But you'll probably see, like we just said, more cursing, more nudity, more violence, all that kind of stuff.
But again, like I was saying, there's not that many quiz shows anymore. People used to go on. I mean, like I remember, like my grandma, I think, had gone on a quiz show back in the day. But now it's like it's like Jeopardy and.
Well, yeah, but that's what I
stuff.
mean is like game shows specifically.
Oh, so you're just talking about game shows?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they kind of took a different form, you know.
Yeah, but they're different. The format is completely different.
But the point is, like, you can still rig them.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, you can still rig. What's the show with Howie Mandel and the boxes? Deal
or No Deal.
Deal or No Deal. You can totally rig that show.
Yeah.
You just tell them what thing the $1 million.
But like that's so dumb to me.
I agree.
Like,
that
why
it's
would
dumb,
you
but
rig a fucking game show?
Why would you rig a quiz show?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, why would you even? I mean, I guess it. And like we're just going in circles, but it makes more sense. When was this movie? In like the 50s?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it makes more sense back then for it to be rigged, because like television is this new thing and entertainment on TV is this new thing. So why don't like you keep these people wanting more of one person and like rooting for them and everything? So you keep watching. That's the thing, is like, when someone wins and they keep winning, you want to keep watching to see how they do. And that's what they kind of figured out, and that's what boosted their rating. So they're like, let's rig it so that keeps happening.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
I also kind of think that that same logic applies to Deal or No Deal. Because if I would be more inclined to watch an episode because they have more than one contestant on an episode, right?
Yeah.
I would be more inclined to watch a full episode if the first contestant won the $1 million. And I'd be like, oh, okay, well, let's keep watching and see if anybody else can do anything like that. Because I've never seen anybody win $1 million on a TV show.
I'm sure they have. Someone has, probably, right?
Or like on Jeopardy. People return on Jeopardy.
What's the other... Not Jeopardy, but...
The one with the spinning wheel and the letters?
That's... Oh, Wheel of Fortune. No, I definitely was thinking about Jeopardy then. Yeah, because like you think about it, like there's people that go on weeks on Jeopardy.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that is technically a quiz show. They don't like. I mean, it's in a
quiz
different
show
format.
in like a different format.
Yeah. I could see, but I think I think that there is many illegal things, many legal things going against rigging, like those kind of TV shows now.
Yeah.
Like, you can't do it.
Yeah.
That's probably what makes... Because I don't want to watch a rigged fucking TV show, bro.
No, I
That's
don't
boring.
either. But the point is, they didn't know it was rigged.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, like, nowadays, now that we know that happened... And I feel like... That's the thing, is that I was reading about it, and this whole situation, like this whole court situation, almost like stop game shows forever or quiz shows from ever coming back on air again. Like that almost stopped them completely. Which like is fair. Probably, I mean, it probably still impacted them a lot because people are still like, well, I don't trust them, so I'm not gonna watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. They're not that really. It's not really that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
So, are you ready to end it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have much else to say. I mean, it's a good movie, good acting, but it was just like a meh story.
Not for you.
No, and I think it was based on a true story, obviously, but it was also based off of a book about the true story. So it really was like exactly what happened. So there was no like a big thing like you could do if it was loosely based off of it, which made it kind of meh. But I get it.
So, what do you want to give it?
I keep hitting my fucking microphone. I'm sorry. I don't know. Do you know?
I'm gonna give it a 7.5. I think it's really good, but I think that it kind of doesn't get up into that like upper level of stuff.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it probably like a 6.5, maybe a 7.
Okay.
Maybe like a 6 and
3/4.
6.75. Because I liked it. I can see why it was nominated for Best Picture, but it's also just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I think that's a good way to like look at things. Is that like, I guess that's where it comes in with the whole like, would you recommend it to a friend? Because it might not be your cup of tea, but it might be other people's cup of tea.
Yeah, I mean, I would recommend this movie to a friend.
See, I don't think I would. Because it's just boring. It's 2 hours of like, but I don't know. I feel bad for shitting on this movie because it was good, but I just like, I don't know.
I mean, it's just not your kind of movie.
Yeah.
You know?
Fine.
It's like borderline my kind of movie.
I like action movies. There's no action in this movie.
Yeah.
There's just fucking
no
dweebo looking guys. Fucking.
They all do look like dweebs.
They're all fucking smart and they all throw around what college they went to. They're all fucking frat boys.
Yep. All right. Where can you find us, Melissa?
You can find us. I sounded like RuPaul. I know. I was like, whoa, RuPaul, is that you? You can find us on Instagram at Plot Unknown. You can find us on Twitter at Plot Unknown Pod. You can find us on Facebook at Plot Unknown. It's pretty simple. We have a colon in our name, so it's Plot Unknown. That's pretty much it for social media. I said Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah, we mostly post on Instagram, and I pretty much just send those Instagram pictures over to Facebook, and then Luke has control of the Twitterverse. So
I've started posting more on it.
You have respect. Okay, where can you listen to us, Luke?
You can listen to us on iTunes and Spotify and Stitcher and pretty much everywhere except for Google Play.
Yeah, Google Play hates us.
Yeah, all at Plot Unknown. We have.
That's our name.
We're about halfway done with this season. Probably a little bit over halfway done
Probably
with this season.
Over, yeah.
Because we have a couple extra episodes we're doing at the end.
Yeah. We'll have a guest next week.
Yes. Yeah, we have a couple guests lined up in the next 4 or so weeks.
We have 3 more guests.
Yeah, we got 3 more guests.
That's crazy. Emma's coming back for tea.
And then we got 2 more special people.
We do. We have 2 different new special people for you to meet.
So, yeah, so since we're a little over halfway, we got a lot of content for you guys to listen to if this is your first time and you're like, man, I really want more. Go back and find your favorite movies in our list and listen to them.
Yeah, I think that's fun. I know, like, obviously you can tell that, like, the least popular movies that no one's really seen, like, aren't that popular. But hey, listen to all of them. But it's fun when you see
go check them out.
When you see movies you know.
Yeah.
Because then you can follow along with us and you know what we're talking about.
Or hopefully you do the right thing and watch the movie before you listen.
Yeah, because then you'll just be spoiled and that's no fun.
Yeah. That's the goal of the show, is that you listen to the first half and then go watch the movie yourself if you haven't seen it before, and then come and listen with us.
Yeah, because we're all gonna we're all gonna watch new movies. That's our 2019 New Year's resolution.
Yep.
Is to watch new movies, and you watch them along with us.
Yep. So, speaking of watching new movies, if you have suggestions for us on what to listen to, go ahead and send them. Watch them. Go ahead and send them to our email at plotunknown@gmail.com.
Yeah. Send us things.
Yeah, send us things on all platforms.
We enjoy constructive criticism, so if you got any suggestions,
even destructive criticism.
Or if you want to just compliment us on how freaking great we are.
Yeah. Oh, also leave a review and a rating on iTunes, because that really helps us out.
Rate, review, subscribe.
Yes, also subscribe.
All of the above. We always put out. I don't want to say always. We put out new episodes on Thursdays. Sometimes things happen.
We've had a couple times where we've gotten a little bit behind.
We're college students.
Also are sick or
and
something.
Luke is sick.
Yeah, so
things happen, but we're
back.
Here. Yeah.
So
cool show.
Yeah. Who really survived that sickness? Me.
Not me.
Thank you guys for listening.
Thanks. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you next week for our.
Yes, our. I don't know what we're watching.
I don't either. That's the beauty of it. So we can't give you a hint.
Yep. Sorry.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.